Meester, do you want to try the drink? That was a yes.
Nothing ever seems to last. Baby, now that I got it, I'll be better with you. I'll be better with you. Now that I got it.
Thought I saw you crying, but you told me that it was just the rain. Just rain. And what's the point of flying if you only make it half of the way? Halfway. On certain days, it's hard to say. I thought I saw you crying, but you told me that it was just the rain. Stay and kiss me now. Make it last until it comes back.
I tried a new drink today. I saw coconut mint and probiotics and hydration from electrolytes, and I was like, yep. Meester, do you want to try the drink? That was a yes. It's so good though.
Thought I saw you crying, but you told me that it was just the rain. Just rain. And what's the point of flying if you only make it half of the way? Halfway. On certain.
Want to go to breakfast?
Meester's in such a good mood today. I'm ready for some breakfast.
Same here. Meester, what about you? Okay, nothing. You got nothing. You want the same old kibble and probiotics?
Probiotics? Where's your probiotics?
Alright.
The perfect poop probiotics, I got it. Walk after our breakfast. Oh, the sun's coming out right now. I think people are waking up to the fact that having a quote perfect body is not going to make them happy, and the truth is that it's not. I used to believe this. I used to believe it so much that I lived it. Hi. You've been asking for more outfit of the day, so I wanted to give you my outfit of the day. Sweatshirt is from Target. My shorts are pretty old. They're like 3 years old from AG. And my shoes are from Target. Then we have my Parker Clay back. Let's go get some lunch.
No, I'd never find another. Don't ask me what my name means. I don't believe in that conversation.
I lived and breathed trying to micromanage every single thing that I ate and that I didn't eat. The truth is, and being honest, that only leads to going in circles. The thing is, number one, perfectionism is a lie. Number two, an external appearance is not going to bring you internal peace. And number three is that we were made for more than just perfecting our bodies. Like, we're made for so much more than that. God made us for so much of a bigger purpose than that. Fiji Blue is playing, and I'm calling it that they're gonna blow up in the next few years. No, we're all experiencing this firstness together. We'll all remember this moment, that we all remembered that Fiji Blue, we were all here with them in the videos here. Feels good.
Iggy, I feel like I'm with Guy Fieri.
It's so easy. I know, I'm Guy Fieri.
It's all messy.
Oh my gosh. That's all I used to ever watch was Food Network.
Know where you are now. It's getting exhausting, trying to imagine settling
I'm literally washing them in the cup.
On the side.
I know you do this too.
in Manhattan. The last 4 years, you're all I've known. I guess I forgot how to be on my own. I'm going out of my mind, trying to put you out of my mind. Am I just wasting my time? But it's too far gone, I should've moved on. Don't even
I know this is all very unusual circumstances with the insurance and the kitchen and things like that, but just a little tip. That was like a perfect amount of food because we split a bowl of pasta together. Obviously gluten-free pasta, but then it had the protein and the carb in there, and then as well as the salad. So it was just like perfect. In the salad, I specifically picked that salad too because there was cucumbers in there, peppers. Those things are very, very hydrating to your body. And so the salad with that, with the carbs and the protein and then the salad as well, you just have just a perfect amount of nourishment, really, because you have the vitamins, the minerals, the hydration, you have the protein and the carbohydrate, and I'm totally satisfied, but I'm not like overly full. So it was like the perfect amount of food. So just a little tip, and you can save a lot of money if you split. So it's pretty awesome, and it was super good. It was really good. So all right, time for home. Super good.
Super duper good.
And you're such a cute date.
Did we have a little Lady in the Tramp moment? Remember?
Yeah, Lady in
with the bolognese. And...
I think that was good.
That was so.
Okay, that's bad. Don't put it on YouTube.
It's not inappropriate, but it was just such a bad joke that I literally can't include it because it was just funny. Not.
I'm laughing in my head right now.
I'm laughing at how bad it was. Got back from dinner and I'm gonna take my supplements. That was a horrible angle. I honestly have been pretty bad about remembering to take them just because I don't know. Just because I feel like my schedule feels like a little off right now as far, not my schedule, but like my eating schedule, if you will. I don't have an eating schedule, but I was linking all the hair products that I used in my last video for you. So they're all over my desk and hopefully I can take them with this amount of water. We'll see if I can do that. I totally did it. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your shoes.
You better not be recording that. You know what the real song is?
So take off, I know what the real song is.
Alright, don't film that.
I'm really excited for this workout. And by the way, I always get questions on what workout clothes I'm wearing. And today I'm wearing one of my favorite tops. So I thought I would give it an extra shout out, you know? This is another Lululemon. I don't know the name of it, but I will leave the exact link to this exact style in the description box. It's supportive, it's a shirt, it's a bra, it's everything that you need. It's not too tight and it doesn't fall down when you're working out. It's a great shirt. So this and then the Swifty Racerback tank are like my favorite of all time. Gonna do a little strength training workout and it's gonna feel really good. Kind of the way that I see it now is why be afraid of my body and food and nourishing myself when food is meant to nourish us, and also our emotions surrounding the food can nourish us or they can really suck the life out of us. And so going into any sort of exercise or meal or even just your mindset coming from a truly healthy place is so important, from a place of peace, from a place of gratefulness. And even in this season, it's kind of interesting because our kitchen is being remediated right now. So we literally do not have a kitchen. It's completely ripped out. And before, maybe I would have chose to walk in fear and be, you know, constantly stressed out and worried about eating out and all this and that. And the thing is that fear never brings life. And this is actually something I'm going to talk about later in the video.
Bolognese. For Bowen.
For Bo and Cam.
This is so funny. Look at right behind us is the is the kitchen. Let's eat. We can go a better way. We can go a way of discovering peace in this present moment, not when we have that body or not when we control this situation or anything like that. We can surrender. We can just completely rest in God and who He made us to be and what He put us on this earth to do. And it's certainly not to look in the mirror and say, yep, I've attained a perfect body. You were made for so much more than that. And I know that you know that. It's something that I feel like is such a good constant reminder because we live in a society that really does like us to look in the mirror, and I want us to look in a different place. I want us to look inside. I want us to look at our hearts and where our hearts are at, and that is where we're going to find life, and that's where we're going to have true healthy living from the inside out.
It was September. I think I know you. I
vacuum.
Well, we all know it's not mine.
I know.
You're guilty.
It was Braden's hair.
Here's me.
Hi, honey.
Ooh, good coffee.
Good.
Smooth. That's fine.
Miss my Malden.
I'm gonna try the coffee. That's really good. My orange juice is fresh squeezed. So happy.
Good. Wait. Let's do that again. Let me get my eyes adjusted to the light. I feel like I got baby bird eyes right now.
This past weekend, we stayed the night at my sister's house. It got to the end of the night and it was like super late. All of a sudden, I'm laying in bed and I just cannot believe what pops into my head. Oh no, this is bad. You know what it was? You're not even gonna believe this. You will not believe this. My robo vacuum. It was my robo vacuum. And you're probably like, why does a robo vacuum literally make you freak out? My heart was racing. I know that's dramatic, but it's just honestly the truth. A few years ago, Bo and I had come into our little apartment in Oregon. This little robo vacuum had completely destroyed our house. It had like knocked into the bookcase. It knocked over the essential oil diffuser. There was stuff. It literally looked like somebody came into our house. Like I was so shocked when we walked in. I was like, there's literally such a thing on the internet that's like robo vacuum horror stories. You can Google. I think you can even read them on Amazon. Like you can read certain reviews and it's horrible, but it's hilarious because it's so unbelievable. This tiny little robo vacuum can cause so much damage, and they really can. Here's where the plot thickens, okay? I am laying in bed. I see that it's 11:48 p.m. We are 12 minutes away from midnight. And why was I so scared about my robo vacuum and that it's gonna be almost midnight? Because I accidentally programmed our robo vacuum to go off every single when the clock strikes 12, the robo vacuum goes off. And this is not a Cinderella story. I don't know about you, but fear can really multiply very, very quickly for me. Like my brain can tend to go to like worst case scenario just because our next door neighbor's house burned down when I was like, I think like 12 years old. It literally burned to the ground. And so it deeply affected me. Like the smell of fire can be very triggering to me. So anyway, I just immediately went to worst case scenario. So my brain went to the kitchen remediation because at the time it's now untaped, but it was taped. It was completely taped shut. You know, it's just tape. I don't know how strong the tape is. And so my mind just went crazy. What if the RoboVac like literally rips down the kitchen tape off? There's like open exposed walls and my mind was racing. My heart was racing. I was contemplating my escape and I looked over at my sleeping husband and I genuinely thought about getting in the car and driving home just so that I could turn off the robo vacuum. After I quickly realized that that was not going to be feasible, it was midnight. I was gonna wake up everybody in the house. I didn't have a key. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I was just kind of accepting the fate because I have no idea. I don't know what's gonna happen. I can just only imagine. The next day, we get up and we come home. The house was still here, obviously. Here we are. And I just am mentally preparing, what am I going to find? We open the door and you will not believe what I saw. There it was. There the RoboVac was. It was there. It was flipped upside down. I had flipped it upside down before we left, thinking I don't want it to go off. And I just turned it over really quickly so that whenever it started, it would just go around in circles. It won't work. It can't go anywhere. It's flipped upside down. I just sat there for a second, or I stood there for a second looking at this thing like I was terrified of something that never even happened. Just because fear is loud doesn't mean that we have to give an ear to it. It made me think of the other night when I was really discouraged, and I think that fear, just this fear of inadequacy, of not being good enough, or that my efforts aren't, and it's not about that. It's not about our performance, our efforts. It's not about any of that. It's honestly, It's just resting and trusting that God has everything under control. Worry is only going to take from my life. It's never going to add to my life. And I wanted to say that because I feel like fear can really rob us of a lot in life. Because imagine, like, what if the vacuum ends up being flipped upside down and it doesn't get the chance to destroy anything? What if you just do the workout and you stop worrying about the results and you just enjoy that it feels really good to move? What if you ordered dessert and you enjoyed every single bite of it without any guilt? What if we go a different way? What if we choose faith over fear and we stop let fear dictate us and yell at us and manipulate us and take from us? Because can worrying add even a single hour to your life? No, it can't. Imagine if I would have just gone to sleep. I would have slept probably a lot more peacefully. The outcome would have been the exact same. Just imagine what your life would look like in every single area of your life. Food, workouts, goals, like everything. Just imagine what would happen if you let go of the fear and you surrendered and you said, I'm gonna have faith. That little robo vacuum, God somehow just wired my brain to think that way. So it really encouraged me. I hope it encouraged you. If you want to cozy up and just like get a cup of tea and get in your favorite spot and curl up with your copy of Growing Strong, if you want to order that just sounds like the coziest like little summer afternoon ever. I'll leave a link to that in the description, as well as if you want to join Inner Strength, which I actually was going to ask you about that. Is there anything that you would want me to add to Inner Strength? Like things that you need help with? It can be nutrition, it can be anything. I can put it in there for you. That's the cool thing. Once you're a member, you are a member for life. You get all the workouts and literally the entire Inner Strength program. I don't really talk about that very much, but it's a whole amazing, life-changing, mindset shifting, radically change your perspective and help you literally practically go a better, different way. It's amazing. Let me put it this way. It's like, you know, when you get a workout program and then you get unmotivated, or you start and then you stop and then you feel like you're going in circles and you can never commit to anything and you just feel so unmotivated and you can never stick to anything. If you feel like that, Inner Strength will help you. So many of you are joining every single month. Every time you join, I just get so excited to see you in there because I'm like, yes, your life is about to change and be so awesome. And your mindset, you'll never be the same in the best way ever. And why would we want to be the same? We want to be growing and changing, and we want to go a different, better way. If you want to check it out, if you just want to learn more about it, I'll leave a link. You can just click the link in the description box. And I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to click thumbs up and turn on post notifications. Bye!
Sunrise, no destination, no lie. I've been so patient, like winter waiting for June. I'm done and waiting.